And now hold your breath, because here comes a fucking fresh Yahoo, and don't even breathe in the middle of it, or else it's bad luck. This one's sent in by level 9000 Yadru Drew Davenport. Thank you, Drew. It's by Yadru Answers user. This website doesn't even fucking load anymore. This website doesn't even fucking load anymore. It's like, I go to like 5 websites, and one of them is one of them has terminal. They don't give a fuck-itis. Melissa Mayer has her hand firmly on a knob, and the knob, when we started doing this podcast, was at 10, and it's been that way for a long time, and she's started to creep that knob counterclockwise down into the 0 position.
She's turning up the squelch knob on the Yahoo Answers.
Okay, anyway, it's not loading, so we'll say Parnell asks.
Chris Parnell asks.
How to convince my teacher to start Vape Club?
Nope.
No further info. How to convince my teacher to start Vape Club? What else? What the fuck else do you need to know? I feel like I know everything about this person.
Can I tell you, just hands down, before we go any further, the best part of Vape Club?
What's that?
It's gonna be the field trips.
What do you
It's gonna
mean?
be sick.
Well, you just get to go to different vape stores?
Go to
and
vape stores. Maybe find the vape store that started it all.
I don't think kids are allowed in vape stores. Or maybe they are. I don't know. I've been out of the scene for a while.
Is vaping, bad for you?
A lot of people aren't quite sure about that. It's
There's
bad.
not enough concrete research.
I will say this. There's no concrete research. It's bad for how you look.
This is true.
That's a tough look to pull off, is pulling a rip off a fucking chunky lightsaber. Pulling a big fucking bundle, a big bushel of cotton off a lightsaber, and then blasting out your mouth while you're just chilling with your family at Applebee's. It's a hard look to pull off. Leo DiCaprio can't fucking, like, Leo's out there vaping on the reg, and he's trying to get like vapors rights like going, and thank you, Leo, for laying down on the barbed wire for the rest of us. But hey, homie, you can't pull the look off. Leo, put the lightsaber down, Anakin.
He actually turned his Oscar into like the biggest vape rig in town. He just bored straight through the center. That's why he wanted it so badly.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that?
You're saying he turned his only Oscar that he worked for 40 years to get into a big, nasty ohm blaster.
Yeah, just the chunkiest ripper.
It's just
that's actually what he calls it.
Shiniest, most prestigious cotton gin. How do I convince? Hey, yo, teach. Got a hot new club idea for you, and it's coming at you now. Check out this fucking cool piece of machinery. It's called a vape.
In that scenario, do you approach the coolest teacher in the school, or go the other way, the least coolest teacher who needs it the most?
Intriguing.
So, Mr. Jefferson, you've been trying to up your profile with the teens for a while. I've seen some of your Snapchats, and we'll talk about those in a bit. But first, how about a little booster shot of coolness in the way of this, my friend, an e-cigarette?
What? But to Travis's point, though, you could also run your odds on like getting the coolest teacher who's most likely to be down, and getting a teacher so old and out of it that I think that they just couldn't process how cool it is when you vape. Like, they wouldn't be able to process the ideas of it as, clouds are in there? Like, no.
Well, it would have to be a science teacher. I think a science teacher would be very, very fascinating. I'm talking about the mustache nerd man from Stranger Things, who lets the kids borrow his big...
Oh, when he gives the whole lesson about how the flea vapes?
Yeah.
And this is how the flea vapes.
Look at that chunky rip.
You're thinking about it on
Listen,
two...
the rips can be chunky, but they're not funky.
You're thinking of it on too small a scale. I think that if your school vape club, it can get real good at just ripping that big C, big puffers, then it can become a kind of point of pride for the whole school, right? Like,
you could take it to state.
Our school's football program here at Vape U is not good, but you know what we are good at? Making that fucking cumulonimbus. Bring it on. So you go to the vape competition against your rivals, and you just like blow them out of the water with literal big chunky nimbus boys. And then you're now all of a sudden you're the jock. Now all of a sudden you're the
Vape
homecoming.
jock.
You're the vape jock. You're the homecoming prince. It's just like a screenplay I'm writing, and I'm looking for any collaboration.
If you could get,
fuckers.
do you think you could get Freddie Prinze Jr.?
I think Freddie Prinze Jr. probably loves vaping.
I'm gonna say
what
you're a
celebrities do you guys secretly think love to fucking rip cotton every day?
All right, Travis, we'll say the names at the exact same time. 3, 2, 1, go. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Jason
Depp.
Segel.
Johnny Depp probably pulls big clouds.
I feel like Johnny Depp probably pulls.
You don't think Jason Segel?